What is up, y'all? It's Vanny Fresh. Coming at you with something a little different here. So, I edited some videos from my stream recordings and stuff, and I'm gonna be doing match analysis for Dissidia, discussing different decisions, why I make them, better decisions I could have made, why my teammates decided to do this, etc., etc. So we'll be watching my perspective, Golbez. This is the Marvel's anime setup we got going on here. Golbez, Kain, Firion. I'm running Nightglow, Mighty Strikes, Teleport, standard shoot build. My teammate Jonah is running Kain with Avenger and Feeble HP regen, standard speed build. And then Firion, Julian, aka Beautiful Dude, running Lord of Arms, Mighty Strikes, HP regen, standard heavy build. And then on the other team, we got newly picked up UIU member Kizzie-K, running Cloud, Cross Slash, with Mighty Strikes, HP regen. Then Yorita Yoshino, or aka Chicken, running Terra-Tina with Meteor, Mighty Strikes, Teleport. And then Niboshimaru, who is a Crystal A, Japanese player. Yeah, Crystal A in arcades, I should mention. Obviously Crystal A on here too, but we had the pleasure of playing with her. She's an amazing player. She's playing Kain with Fang and Claw, HP regen, and Enfeeble. So let's go ahead and get into the matches. Both teams running Shiva. It's the most versatile summon. That and Ifrit and Ramu are kind of the standard summons to run. The rest kind of all need they all kind of need a specific team build around them, I feel. Alright, so here we're just playing the neutral game, trying to build some Brave up, waiting for this core to spawn, you know what I'm saying? So I got sniped by some ice there. Wasn't too much damage, luckily. Terra does have a 1700 Brave there, and actually, if you watch right there, instead of opting for a dodge, I just jumped to avoid the ice. Jump has less recovery. Instead, that's something a lot of players don't do. They don't use their jumps very efficiently to kind of act as a pseudo dodge, which actually is very important because jumps don't have any recovery on them. You just jump and then see if you're stuck in a dodge, somebody can actually punish your dodge or put you in a disadvantageous situation by putting you in a block stun or something. But anyways, core spawning here. You see all of us move towards the core, and I actually tried to snipe the core, but unfortunately Kain was on me, so I kind of had to be wary of shooting fireball. So we lost that core war there. So I throw out an Aquasphere on Kain to kind of watch my own back in case my heavy is busy. And there I should have just opted to block, but I'm not entirely sure what I was trying to do there instead. And then right there, I was trying to cut Kizzie. Get him off of Julian, my heavy. But actually used the wrong projectile there. I used a Bisquasar, which is kind of like a tracking AoE. If I would have just shot a regular fireball, I would have been able to probably break Kizzie, since he's low on Brave. And right here the core is spawning, and again I'm out of position. So I kind of just go for a Desperate Binding Cold there to try to freeze Kizzie. And then right here I'm falling behind my team. We're trying to get them to stop summoning, but I'm way out of range for everything that I'm trying to throw out. And that was good right there on the Kain. She canceled her summon into a block so she wouldn't get broken by my Bisquasar. But then my teammate Jonah kind of was there to try to follow up in case she tried to do anything. Alright, so now that the summon's up, we want to play more defensive than normal. And unfortunately, right here, Jonah's stuck in a 3v1 situation. So I kind of try to move up to shoot some fireballs at the enemy team. And Jonah actually ended up getting knocked down from an HP attack. And then Firion was actually caught in the 3v1 situation at that time. Let me see if I can go back a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to shoot fireballs, and yeah, Kizzie hit Jonah with a cross slash there. That was actually a bad decision on Kizzie's part too. If he would have helped, if he would have set up for his Tina player, that actually would have been a kill early on. But then now Julian is kind of caught in a 3v1 situation. Luckily he gets out of there. And then right there he gets enfeebled. So he gets enfeebled, and it was to try to have him get hit by the final burst of the summon, but he was already out. And then unfortunately Kizzie knocks Julian out of the meteors that would have killed him because he was caught dodging. It would have punished his recovery frames there. Okay, so right here my main goal is to try to snipe that Brave away from Terra, which I managed to do. She doesn't have killing Brave, but she still has a lot of Brave. So I still kind of want to chip away at her Brave. And see, right there, I had thrown rocks at Kain to kind of mitigate the damage that was going to happen to, who did she hit? Yeah, I had thrown rocks to try to mitigate the damage on Jonah, but unfortunately his HP was so low it didn't matter. So I just opted to shoot another fireball at her to break her and get the Brave bonus. Unfortunately there I dodged at a bad time because he ended up sniping me, so he knocked my Brave down probably about a good 1500. So right here, trying to sniping the core so we have our summon ready. See, that was good right there by Julian. What we should have done there is we should have opted to summon since Kizzie was knocked down. And then unfortunately Jonah went for the target, or not target, went for the summon as I was up against the wall. So of course we couldn't summon. And then it just kind of snowballed into us losing that round.
Why is no one hearing me? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I have to switch after this match because it was so slow.
And see, when I streamed,
Dude,
I had my own microphone muted when I was recording. Unfortunately, I didn't have my teammates muted. So you'll hear them talking and not me. Okay, so again, we're just playing neutral game. Trying to build up some bravery until the core spawns. When the core spawns, that's when all the action starts happening because everybody starts moving towards it. Alright, so unfortunately the core is spawning in their favor. Luckily I managed to position myself to at least get somewhat of a hit on it, but then I'm out of position here, so Kain opts to try to snipe me. So I quasar the core, and then Kain ends up coming up behind me. So I opt to just block, right? I just went for the block right there. If she'd thrown out an HP attack, I would sidestep on reaction. And then, luckily, Julian had me covered. Knocked her down, so I was able to snipe the core again, and now we're about even on our summon meter. And see, this night glow I threw out right here, it wasn't to try to hit Kizzie, it was more as a, it was more to get him to back up and away from Julian. Now see, that was bad reactions on my part. If I would have sniped with the... If I would have sniped with my HP attack instead of a fireball, I would have been able to interrupt that HP attack on Jonah. Luckily, it wasn't killing Brave, so you know we can get him healed up a bit from that. Okay, throw out this Quasar again. And then here we're moving into position to try to hit the core. And right here I ended up able to freeze Kizzie. And I opted for the HP attack because my teammates are around me and they both have the other 2 enemy members preoccupied. So it was a fairly safe HP attack for me.
Alright, got it.
And so right here we're pushing our 3v2 advantage. We pop our EX skills, heal up, and buff our bravery damage with mighty strikes. And then right here I'm way out of position to hit the core, and unfortunately they get their summon off because of it. Alright, so again, we're playing defense, but not heavy, like super down back defense. And see right there, I was poor spacing on my end. I thought I was out of range for the Terra fire at that point, but I still ended up getting sniped for it.
Okay.
Alright, so it's kind of a scramble right here. We're just trying to get away.
Got them both.
Luckily, Julian managed to knock 2 of them down, so that helped us out a little bit. Alright, again, I want to try to snipe Terra. She has a lot of brave.
Nice.
Okay, so I ended up knocking down Kain there. Unfortunately, Jonah got caught, and then Terra was able to dunk her brave. Alright, so right here we pop our summon. I was a little late on that summon. I opted to dash back a little bit and summon. And then right here, when you hear Julian say, "Okay, I'm coming," I was letting him know that I'm in block stun right now. Kain has me in block stun if he can come help me. Alright, so Kain just backs off because Julian was coming and we have our summon up. So that wasn't a good situation for her. So she opts to just back up. Again, Terra has tons of brave. So we don't necessarily have to hit her, which I managed to right there and chunk her for 800 bravery damage. If we can put her in a bad situation where she gets clipped by the summon, that's just as good. Unfortunately, my Aquasphere there hit the rock, so it's gone now. Again, I'm just trying to snipe the Brave off of Terra, and that was just a poor Binding Cold on my part. Most people won't really get hit by Binding Cold, just direct, like head-on like that. You kind of have to try to snipe people with it, or use it more defensively. It's better that way. Alright, so Kain on their team was knocked down, so unfortunately we didn't push our advantage too much there. Right here, we ping Kizzie. He's the lowest on the team. So we opt to just try to kill him. Unfortunately, Jonah got caught by meteors, so now we're in a 3v2 for the moment. Yikes.
Oh, good job.
Nice.
Whoever did that.
Jonah had a wall slam to Kizzie and gone for the kill since they were so far away from us.
Good job, good job. Good job, Joner. Oh, Joners. Brian called him that, and now I stole it. It's mine now. I was like, how's Joners doing? So I'm like, yeah.
Alright, neutral game till the cord spawns, same as usual. That was very good defense by the enemy Kain. Yeah, so right there, Kain tried to punish Julian for whipping an HP attack, but luckily I shot a fireball at her. And then right there, I just opted to block against Kain, and it worked out in my favor because I just reacted to the HP attack that was on me. Alright, so right now we have core advantage. So we're just back to the neutral game.
Nice, so good.
Kizzie had whiffed the big cross slash on Julian, so I went for the punish there. And the core is going to be spawning here shortly. See, right there I was positioning myself to shoot the core. Unfortunately, I saw the target on me and I reacted to the line turning red. So unfortunately, we lost out on that core as I was preoccupied. Alright, so again, Terra was really on point with sniping the core before we could. So every time they had their summon up before we did. Alright, so I'm at 10 Brave here. I kind of don't want to go too hard so I don't get broken. And unfortunately I got broken there.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Wait, it's okay.
And that was kind of bad on both of our parts. If Julian would have kept Kain there, then I would have been able to knock her down with an HP attack, and then go back to it.
I was healing myself, like, yo, that was hella good. And then,
Here. Yeah. If Julian would have kept Kain there, then would have been able to
oh no, I'm frozen. What am I doing? Alright.
knock her down. So during the final summon burst, we would have only had 2 people to worry about instead of the 3.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Wait, it's okay.
And then he ends up getting enfeebled, so he's stuck in the corner over there.
Okay, I still have to remember. Woo. Wow, you fucked up.
Yeah, so Terra whiffed her her meteors there, which would have killed Julian. And right here, I popped the Binding Cold, which even if you block it, it's still very heavy block stun, so it's still a bad situation for you, even if you block it.
Wow, you fucked up.
And then right here, because of the heavy block stun, right? Julian opted to go for the unblockable. Unfortunately, Terra was watching and just punished him, no problem for it. Alright, so right here, you know, it's a 3v2 situation.
I was like, I'm gonna get hit.
I knew they wanted to push their advantage, especially Kain, because Kain had Killing Brave. So right here, I kept Jonah
I was like, I'm gonna get hit,
in my line of sight, so in case he ran into any trouble, I could punish. So I ended up picking a double kill there because Kain overextended, and Kizzie just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately.
Coward, coward.
So here we're pushing our advantage, going after chicken. Fortunately, the core spawned the direction we were running, so I took a shot at the core, and we managed to get our summon up.
I think he's getting hit.
So right there, Julian had gotten wall splat, and I opted to try to punish. Unfortunately, I caught a fireball before my HP attack came out. But luckily, they didn't follow up on it, because it would have been a bad situation too, with the summon out and everything. So right here, just trying to snipe Terra, get her Brave down. So Julian ends up knocking Terra down right there, which wasn't the best option because then she got out of the summon burst for free. And Terra's looking for any opportunity right here to dump the Brave. and I was just a tad too far. If I would have moved up just a tad and shot that fireball at Terra, I would have been able to save Jonah from dying. Because that fireball would have done roughly about 800 damage and would have kept him alive. Because every character has 3,500 HP. So that was me being out of position and potentially costing us the game. It's not necessarily Jonah's fault for getting caught in that situation. It's kind of a mix of both mine and his, because I was in a position to save him. I had just positioned myself poorly. See, that fireball had stopped just in front of her. And unfortunately, I didn't have any dash meter either to get closer. So that was poor dash meter management on my part too. Yeah, it was a close game. That was our first game of the night too. So we were getting warmed up. The games ended up being a lot better later on throughout the night. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Like I said, this is my first time doing this kind of thing. So let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what I did well at. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.